We're now learning that AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has slammed Mohan Bhagwat over his statement on the minorities. Owaisi has tweeted saying, and I quote, "Who is Mohan to give Muslims permission to live in India or follow our faith? We are Indians because Allah willed it. How dare he put conditions on our citizenship? We are not here to adjust our faith or please a bunch of alleged celibates in Nagpur." That's what Asaduddin Owaisi has to say. Let's quickly go across to our reporter Swastika, who's joining me on the phone line. Swastika, this is indeed a scathing retort to what Mohan Bhagwat has had to say. Could you just put this into perspective for us, especially in terms of what Mohan Bhagwat had to say? He's talked about Muslims abandoning their supremacy narrative, and this retort is rather unexpected.
Well, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat, RSS chief, in an interview has said that RSS has no particular problem with Muslims. In fact, people practicing Islam can continue to do so. They can also continue to practice the faith of their ancestors, provided they get rid of what he said, boisterous rhetoric of supremacy, trying to portray that this is their country and this is something that others have to comply with. That is what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat implied there and said in words in that particular interview to RSS magazine. In fact, speaking back to it, Asaduddin Owaisi, MIM chief, said that there are, in fact, enough Hindus who feel the boisterous rhetoric of supremacy of RSS. They were even minority people. He also questioned why Prime Minister Modi does not have a single Muslim in India. Quite a scathing attack.
Absolutely. It is, Swastika. I'm going to request you to continue staying with me. I'm also joined by Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP. Shehzad, going by what Owaisi has to say, let me quote him verbatim. We are not here to adjust our faith or please a bunch of alleged celibates in Nagpur. How do you assess that?
You know, this message by Sarsang Chalak Shri Mohan Bhagwat ji should be welcomed by one and all. Is there any doubt that today India, and I speak as an Indian Muslim, is the best place for Muslims across the world? But instead of welcoming this message of solidarity, unity, something that will promote integrity, sabka saath, sabka vishwas, you have a bunch of people who perhaps identify themselves more with Aurangzeb's legacy, those who have been a part of the Islamophobia lobby, once again trying to distort and provoke and incite. Unfortunately, Mr. Owaisi has been a practitioner of kind of of the matter is that today, if you see any scheme of the Prime Minister, there is absolutely no institutional discrimination against Muslims. And in fact, Mr. Owaisi was once with the Congress, and the Congress ensured there was Hashimpura, Bhagalpur, Meerut, Malyana, Mumbai, Jalgaon, Ahmedabad, riots after riots. At that time, Owaisi felt no fear. At that time, Owaisi felt everything was okay. And today, when there is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, he tries to berate and tries to undermine Bharat.
Since you refer to your own religious identities, Shehzad, do you see anything problematic when Mohan Bhagwat says that Muslims should abandon their supremacy narrative? Do you see this as something that is infringing on the religious freedom of Muslims in India?
You know, the problem is that there are a bunch of people in this country who time and again speak about Afzal Guru, who speak about Yaqub Memon, who speak about Aurangzeb. Are the idols of those people these kinds of figures? Why not APJ Abdul Kalam? When the Aurangzeb board was renamed as APJ Abdul Kalam, it was Mr. Owaisi who stood up in offense of it, in objection of it. It was Mr. Owaisi who stood up in objection of Yaqub Memon being hanged to death. He was the entire lobby that stood up for Afzal Guru's mercy petition. So, you know, this kind of identification of the community with Afzal Guru, with Aurangzeb, those people should understand that it is APJ Abdul Kalam, it is Veer Abdul Hamid that the community looks up to, and therefore these people should stop being the patrons and those who do praying with Aurangzeb's narrative, and they must realize that these are not the icons of the community or of the country.
All right. Many thanks to you, Shehzad, for bringing in your precious perspective to CNN News 18. And with that, we